Imagine waking up one morning and seeing headlines everywhere. Facebook is no longer Facebook. The company behind one of the biggest social media platforms on Earth suddenly has a new name, Meta. It felt shocking, confusing, and a little strange. Why would a company so famous, so powerful, and so deeply rooted in the digital world change its name? Was Facebook trying to escape something? Or were they trying to build something so big that they needed a brand new identity to match it? Today, we are diving deep into the real story behind why Facebook became Meta. But before we continue, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It helps us keep bringing you curious stories just like this one. Let's begin with something important. Facebook didn't change its name because the app was going away. The Facebook app still exists. Your account, your friends, your posts, all of that is still the same. What changed was the parent company, the company that also owns Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger, and Oculus. This bigger company was no longer called Facebook, it became Meta. But why? To understand that, we need to go back in time. Facebook wasn't always a giant empire. It started as a simple website in a college dorm room in 2004. Mark Zuckerberg co-founded it with a basic idea, helping people connect online. And it worked incredibly well. Over the next decade, Facebook grew into one of the most powerful companies in the world. Billions of people used it every day. It became a place to share moments, send messages, build businesses, and stay connected across continents. But as Facebook grew, something else grew with it: problems. Facebook became the center of several huge controversies, privacy issues, data leaks, political misinformation, election interference, mental health concerns, and more. Governments questioned it. People criticized it. Documentaries exposed its issues, and slowly the company's image started to weaken. The word Facebook wasn't just associated with connecting friends anymore. It started becoming associated with negativity and distrust. And this mattered because Facebook was no longer just the Facebook app. It was an entire family of products used by billions of people. Instagram was huge, WhatsApp was huge, but their parent company's name carried baggage. For many people, Facebook as a name didn't represent innovation anymore. It represented problems. But here's something important. The name change wasn't only about escaping bad press. That's part of the story, but not the full story. The bigger reason has to do with where Facebook, or now Meta, wants to take the future of technology. And that future, according to Mark Zuckerberg, is the Metaverse. The word Metaverse sounds like science fiction. And honestly, in many ways, it is. Imagine a future where instead of scrolling through a screen, you step inside the internet. Imagine attending meetings as a 3D avatar walking around virtual rooms. Imagine playing games inside immersive worlds. Imagine going to concerts, shopping, studying, or working in spaces that feel real but don't exist physically. This vision, this giant interconnected network of virtual worlds, is what many people call the Metaverse. And Zuckerberg believes it's the next big evolution of the internet. He believes that someday we won't just use the internet, we will live inside parts of it. Not in a scary way, but in a way that blends the digital and physical worlds seamlessly. In his view, the Metaverse will be like the next version of mobile internet. Just like smartphones changed everything, the Metaverse could change everything again, and Facebook didn't want to be left behind. This is where Meta comes in. The name Meta is short for Metaverse, and it reflects this huge future goal. Zuckerberg wanted people to understand that Facebook as a company was becoming much bigger than a social media platform. They wanted to build hardware like VR headsets. They wanted to build software that lets people interact in 3D environments. They wanted to build digital worlds where you could work, play, socialize, and create. For Zuckerberg, this future was so important that he didn't want the company's name to limit its identity. Calling the company Facebook made it feel like its main product was the social media app. But calling it Meta meant the company could explore anything: virtual reality, augmented reality, digital workspaces, and more. Now, some people saw this rebranding as genius. Others saw it as a distraction. Critics argued that Facebook changed its name to escape all the scandals. Supporters argued that Facebook changed its name to prepare for the future. And in reality, both sides hold some truth. The company needed a fresh identity. And the company needed room to grow into the new digital frontier it wanted to build. Meta was a solution to both challenges at once. So how exactly does Meta plan to build the Metaverse? The company has invested billions of dollars into virtual reality technology through Oculus, now called Meta Quest. These headsets allow people to enter 3D environments where they can play games, exercise, attend virtual meetings, or just hang out with friends in digital rooms. Meta is developing something called Horizon Worlds, a place where people create avatars and interact in shared virtual spaces. They are also working on augmented reality glasses that could one day replace smartphones. Imagine seeing digital information layered on top of the physical world around you. Navigation arrows floating in the air, digital characters standing next to you, or virtual screens appearing on your wall without a real device. This is the kind of future Meta wants to shape. Of course, building the metaverse will take years, maybe decades. And Meta is not the only company working on it. Apple, Google, Microsoft, Roblox, Fortnite, and many others are also building their versions of virtual worlds. The competition is huge, but Meta wants to position itself as a leader early on. And to do that, the company felt it needed a new name that represents a new direction. But let's be honest, not everything has gone smoothly. Meta's metaverse projects have faced criticism for being expensive, unpolished, or confusing. Some people think the metaverse is too early, too strange, or not necessary. Some worry it could make people even more attached to digital life. And yes, Meta is still dealing with its old challenges: privacy concerns, political issues, misinformation, and the responsibility of managing massive global platforms. Changing the company name didn't make those problems disappear, but it did shift the company's long-term goals. It made clear that Meta isn't just trying to fix the past. It's trying to build the future. And here's something interesting. Big companies often change their names when they grow beyond their original identity. Google created Alphabet as a parent company when it expanded beyond search engines. Snapchat became Snap Inc. when it started selling hardware. Apple removed computer from its name when it became more than a computer company. So Meta's rebranding fits into a larger pattern, a pattern where companies reinvent themselves to match their future ambition rather than their past reputation. So what does this name change mean for you and me? In simple terms, it means that Meta wants to be part of every major shift in digital life, not just social media. It wants to control the next generation of online interaction. It wants to build tools that change how we communicate, how we work, and how we experience entertainment. Whether or not Meta's vision succeeds, it tells us something important about the direction technology is moving. The internet is becoming more immersive. Digital and physical worlds are blending, and big tech companies want to shape that future. At the same time, the story of Meta is also a story about image. Facebook's reputation became complicated, and the brand no longer represented innovation. Meta gave Zuckerberg and his company a chance to reinvent themselves, to distance the future from the controversies of the past. It doesn't erase history, but it creates a new chapter. A chapter that Meta hopes will be associated with creativity, exploration, and a bold technological vision. So why did Facebook change its name to Meta? The answer is simple and complex at the same time. Meta represents a new identity, a new direction, and a new dream of building the metaverse. It's also a strategic move to reshape the company's public image. It's a way to show the world that they are not just looking at what the internet is today. They are looking at what it might become tomorrow. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the story of why Facebook rebranded to Meta, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Your support helps our team keep exploring the biggest ideas, stories, and hidden truths behind the companies shaping our world.